This is the Global Economic Commodities Scrap Metal and Recycling Report by our Bentley Roll-Off Trailers and Gondola Trailers Scrap Haulers, February 21st, 2022. U.S. weekly crude steel production fell to 1.758 million tons. This was on fair demand, but lower-priced imports taking market share. WTI crude oil price fell to $91.49 a barrel, but remains high on Ukraine-Russia disruption fears. Prices remain extremely high, but in real dollars and in inflation-adjusted dollars, crude is well below 2008's record prices. U.S. weekly oil production was steady at 11.6 million barrels per day. The good news is the U.S. is now close to or is now the #1 oil producer in the world. Related, the U.S. is working to ramp up natural gas exports. The U.S. weekly oil rig count rose to 520. Again, good news here is that this continues to rise. Also, demand continues to rise, driving higher prices and the rig count higher. Scrap steel #1 HMS price was mostly steady at $406.67 a gross ton. Good demand is bringing upward price pressure for March. Hot rolled coil steel price fell to $49.26 per hundredweight, which is $9.85 a ton. This was on moderate demand and lower priced imports. Copper price rose to $4.51 a pound, driven by strong demand and supply disruptions. Aluminum price rose to $1.49 a pound, which is $32.84 a metric ton, hitting a new high during the week. Supply disruptions continue due to the Ukraine-Russia issue and on China production cuts to cut pollution to look better during the Olympics. U.S. January existing home sales. They jumped 6.7%, the highest in a year. This was as people were beating the coming higher interest rates. The good news here is that the existing supply is at an all-time low. U.S. January industrial production rose 1.4% from December. Utilities jumped 9.9% due to a surge in heating demand. Manufacturing output rose as machinery production increased, which offset lower vehicle production. U.S. January retail sales, which are a major driver of the economy. They rose a strong 13% versus last year, the smallest since last year, but the 11th straight month of double-digit increases. The U.S. Producer Price Index edged lower to 9.7% off December's 13-year high. 9.7% was driven by higher hospital outpatient care and motor vehicle costs. U.S. January consumer inflation expectations for the year ahead. They decreased to 5.8%, the first decline in 14 months. The 3-year ahead expectation dropped 0.5% to 3.5%, the largest decline since 2003. Wall Street's Dow Jones Industrial Average fell 659 points to 3479. This was on the escalation of Russia-Ukraine tensions, and note that at this writing Sunday night, reports are the Russian government has given the order to attack. Also on, Federal Reserve talking about faster interest rate hikes. Want to reduce your transportation costs by about 15% or more? Carry 5,500 pounds more weight per load on your roll-off trailers. Buy the Bentley Bridgemaster roll-off trailer, which is an 80,000 GVW trailer. It's engineered with light, high-strength steel. As always, feel free to call or email me with any questions. I hope you all have a safe and profitable week.